Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the channel for a sort of off the cuff response or reaction to a recent um, comment that was posted on my, of all places, my Spotify podcast. For those of you that maybe are new to the channel here or just watching this for the first time, I do a weekly heathen podcast called Random Heathen Man. The audio version is free on Spotify. The video versions are on my Patreon. Links to that are down in the description of this video that I have posted down there, along with all of my other socials. So if you want to watch the video on my Patreon, you just click on that link tree link. There's find my Patreon page and you can sign up. Um, the minimum is $1, so you don't have to go crazy with it. But I wanted to call attention to this comment that was posted in response to a question that I had asked on one of my recent episodes. So I'll link the episode on Spotify down in the description as well. Um, but what's interesting is that the podcast episode was a episode that I did solo. A lot of my podcasts are with other guests from all different walks of life. Yes, it is a heathen podcast, but we talk about a lot of different things. Again, focus is might be Germanic heathenry, Norse heathenry, etc. But we do find a lot of areas of being able to speak about things that aren't necessarily isolated to just Germanic stuff. So it's a pretty diverse uh, space to have conversation on. And like this particular podcast episode that this user here commented on is a video podcast and an episode that I shot recently where it was just me. Correctly. Yeah, it was just me. So I'm going to put the comment up on screen for you all to see, and I'm going to read it because it's hilarious in a way. Or I'm really alarmed at stuff like this when it comes up. So Meyer Link 85 on Spotify says that the more I listened to this show, the more it seems like anti-Christian zealots on this podcast. It's like someone who watches the Vikings and thinks they are Viking. Um, so Meyer Link 85, I don't know who you are or whether or not you follow my show, or if this just kind of got suggested to you through an algorithm feed or something like that. I don't know. But I really have to wonder, like, what you guys think. You guys that have followed me, that have subscribed to my channel, that have followed me along on this journey for now the last 6+ years. The channel brand Midgard Musings just passed its 6th year. And I don't know who this person is that says, the more that I watch this show, the more I feel like it's anti-Christian zealots. When have I, as a host of a podcast, ever expressed views that are anti-Christian? Furthermore, when have I ever had guests on a show that perpetuate that sort of view on things, or that I've even allowed to express those types of views on things? I'm not talking about, humorous jabs or this thing, that, or the other about, um, like just humorous stuff, things that are satirical, things that don't really mean anything genuinely like that. I'm talking about, when have I ever come on this show as a podcast host? When have I ever put content out here on the YouTube channel? When have I shared anything on any of my social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, X, Instagram, any of them, that have reflected that this show, as they say in the comment there, is featuring anti-Christian zealots? I have, much of my family members are Christian. I have no ill against Christians in general. So I'm curious, like, are you trolling me here? Because if you are, then that's a terrible job. I mean, I guess you got the response out of it that you intended for it to, with me coming on and making a video about it. But I mean, I saw this. I was really hesitant about even publishing the comment because the comment came through my hosting platform, and it was, do you want to publish this or not? And I just sat there for like a couple of days, obviously, and like I don't think it's even worth publishing. But I don't want to be the one to prevent people who have an opinion or a voice on my stuff. I don't want to prevent them from being heard or seen. So anyway, it's on Spotify. The link for that episode is linked down in the description. But would you guys mind just sharing your comments real quick on what you think this is all about? It's quite hilarious to me to even think that somebody is watching my episodes or watching the show of the season, whether it's one episode or a series of episodes, and are coming up with this idea that this show is featuring Christian fellas, that I'm a Viking because I watched the TV show Vikings. You guys that know me know for a very long time my feelings on that topic. That just because you believe in Norse gods and or the Germanic gods or anything like that, the Viking age was a time period. People that went Viking were certainly, uh, maybe called as such, but it is not a race. It was more of a hobby or a profession, maybe seasonal sort of thing. It was something that you went and did. It's not something you particularly were. So, in terms of like a racial identity or anything like that. But I'm just curious what your guys' thoughts are on it. So leave your comments down below, and I'll be happy to respond to them and as I'm able to. Just wanted to put this out here. I have nothing against Christians, none whatsoever. If you find that particular path of spirituality or religion to be something that you enjoy, that speaks to you, then I say rock on with it. I have no problem with it. Aside from some, lighthearted jokes or satirical stuff here or there, nothing is meant for ill fashion or ill will. So, yeah, whoever you are that commented this on Spotify, if you see this, feel free to speak on your own behalf. Because I have a feeling that a lot of folks that are going to come into the comments of this video will have a thing or two to say about it. But for those of you that do watch this and that do comment it or comment on it, um, be respectful. Be honorable in what you say, um, and have fun, but do no harm. So thank you for watching this video. If you guys want to see more, obviously you can subscribe to the channel. Most of what I do now is clips, short form content that are rendered from the video versions of the Random Heathen Ramblings podcast, along with some occasional book readings from the book things. But I do try to keep it relative to the brand with heathen related stuff. So if you want to see more, feel free to subscribe, ding the bell, do all those things. And thanks so much for watching this. Hope you enjoyed it.